Happy Wednesday. How's everything? I feel a little crooked. That's all right. Fair warning. I'm flaring. I know. I know. Not looking my best. Sorry. Mm, not feeling my best either. Is that better? Give me a little bit more space here. Make sure my chat is working. Going with a new moderator. Try and move on today. Just in case. Here we go. Chat's open. How's everybody? Hope everybody's good. If you saw the schedule, which I always check everybody's schedule just to see what's going on, and I hate competing with my friends. Not that it's a competition because they've been on here a lot longer than me and have a lot more followers and subscribers. Um, but one of my really good friends is streaming right now, and I hate that I miss, but she'll be on all day. So I'll go to her stream after this, and I always lurk. I'm a big lurker. So if you guys lurk, I don't mind. I don't mind at all. But if you saw the schedule, um, this is going to be a really, really personal stream for me. And I haven't told any of you guys this, but I have a son that is incarcerated right now. I'm not going to go into why he's there or anything like that. Um, he's in for one more year. He wasn't incarcerated very long, or he's not going to be anyway. Um, but there's something going on. Oh, you're fine. Oh, Scar, you're fine. Oh, you're absolutely fine. Don't worry about it. I'm flaring right now. I was just explaining that. I look like crap. I feel like crap. Um, so please don't worry about it. Really, don't. You're gonna see me drinking lots of water, trying to stay hydrated through this stream. Yeah, I didn't even make myself a cup of tea. I am so discombobulated. Don't worry about it. Please lurk if you need to. Don't worry about it. Please think nothing of it. I was teeter-tottering on whether I was going to stream today. I literally slept last night. I took a nap after my stream and I slept from 3:30 to 6:30. Ate dinner, went back to bed at 8, woke up at 2:30 this morning, had a piece of cake, then went back to sleep, got up at 7:30. Um, so then here I am. Lupus sucks. It really, really does. And I'm stressed. I'm really stressed right now. And it's what I was going to talk about today in the stream. Um, I have a son that's incarcerated right now. And the prison that he's in, I'm in New York State and he's in a state prison. And the guards have all gone on strike. Over 25 prisons in New York State, the guards have gone on strike. I used to be a state officer, and I worked at Marcy State Prison years ago, many years ago. And I can't imagine deserting my post like this. I can't. So Joseph is at Collins, which is over by Buffalo. And they had an uprising there. Joey was not involved at all. His dorm was not involved at all. He's in a medium prison. So it's like almost being at college, he said. Um, anyway, they had an uprising there, And so they've been on lockdown. They were on lockdown for over a week. And so what that means is no visitors. Um, his dorm has been able to use the phones because they weren't involved in the uprising. So what had happened was um, the guards had done a search and they had found one of the inmates was trying to get rid of contraband before he got caught. Well, he got caught. And during the search, they also found cell phones and weapons. And the inmates got upset and they actually took over 3 of the dorms. There's 10 to 12 dorms at Collins. And 3 of the dorms got taken over by the inmates and locked the guards out. And it happened for like an overnight into the next day kind of thing. And so it was put on lockdown. One of the guards got like very minor injuries. He went back to work that same day. So anyway, the prison was put on lockdown, which means they don't get to go to their vocational classes. The inmates don't get to go to their vocational classes. They don't get library time. They don't get to go to their common rooms, um, stuff like that, right? Like all of their um, things are taken away. Everything's taken away, and families don't get to visit. But as I said, Joey's dorm has been able to use the phone, so he's able to keep me updated. The day that the lockdown was supposed to end is the day the guards literally walked out. At 9 o'clock in the morning, the guards walked out. Not all of them, a few stayed because not everybody can afford to go on a walkout. Now, here's the other thing, this isn't sanctioned by the union. So what they're doing is illegal. And the governor is not happy. So what she has done at Collins is she brought in um, OSI, which is the Office of Special Investigations. And so half of the prison of Collins is being run by OSI officers. And if officers don't go back on duty today, they're bringing in the National Guard. I'm stressed. I am really stressed out, as are thousands of other families and hundreds of thousands of inmates, right? This is statewide. New York State has a lot of prisons, and every few hours, it's more prisons that are doing this. It's just, it's stressing me out. And so I am a big advocate on here for real talk all the time. I don't lie. I don't hold things back. But I did set a boundary here. Um, and it's a very clear boundary. I will not discuss why my son is incarcerated, and it's private and it's not relevant to what I'm talking about today. It's about how families navigate difficult situations and how we use our circles of control to stay strong. Okay. So I also put in, and I'm not trying to be mean, but if you're here to judge, leave. This isn't for you today. Okay. But if you're here to talk about resilience, support, and how to get through tough times, then stay. Okay. So, what I'm talking about today is something that's affecting my family personally. So, my son Joseph is currently incarcerated at Collins Correctional Facility, and it's one of the prisons affected by the unsanctioned and illegal correction officer strike. And it's happening at over 2 dozen facilities across New York State. Now, I know this is a heavy topic, but I want to approach it in a way that's practical and helpful. So today I'll be breaking down what's going on, why the strike is happening, and what the correction officers want. But most importantly, how I am using the circles of control to navigate the situation in a way that protects my mental and emotional well being. And more to the point of, I'm trying. I'm trying. Joey is able to call me every day, multiple times a day. He calls, and he has been. Um, and I'm able to keep him informed. He's able to keep me informed. I can use back channels to find out more because I know a lot. I've worked for the state for a very long time. I was an investigator for the state. So, OSI. Yes. I am medically retired from the state. So, again, I know it's a heavy topic, but I want to approach it in a way that is practical and helpful. Again, I want to add personal context to this, okay? I was an armed New York State security person. We weren't called guards, we weren't correction officers, we were there to help because of personnel shortages, okay? And this was years ago. So I understand both sides of the issue. And I know firsthand the dangers that correction officers face and the challenges that come that working inside a prison. However, I firmly believe in prison reform, and I'm against the reversal of the HALT Act. And we need better solutions for both staff and inmates, not to return to harmful practices. So if you or someone you know is affected by this, stick around and let's figure out together how we can cope, stay informed, and take action where we can. So if you haven't been here before, and Scar, I know it's been a while for you, the circles of control. Do we remember what they are? So you have your small circle, and you have to, sorry about my hands, they're very swollen and they hurt a lot. You have your small circle, you have your medium-sized circle, and then you have your big circle, right? And they look like a bullseye, right? So your small circle is your circle of control, and those are the things you can directly change. And then your circle of influence is your medium circle, and those are the things I can't control completely, but I might be able to impact. And then the larger circle, and that is the circle of concern. And those are the things that affect me, but are completely outside of my control. So in moments of crisis, it's easy, so easy to focus too much on the circle of concern. This could happen, or this could happen. It could happen. It could. But what can I do about it? What can I do about it? Nothing. A couple days ago, it was, yes, the National Guard could come in. Now we're to the point where the National Guard is coming in. What can I do about it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Do I know my son's going to be okay? Yeah, because he'll do what he's told and he'll keep his mouth shut. That's how he is. You know, he does what he's told and he keeps his mouth shut. I don't know where he was taught that. Mm, you know, but circles of concern that's where fear and uncertainty live, right? This could happen, that could happen. That's fear and uncertainty, right? And I need to shift my energy to my circle of control and my circle of influence. And that's what I want to share with you today. So while you guys think about this, I'm going to go make my tea because I forgot to do it before I started. So if you guys got to get a drink or run to the bathroom, now's the time to do it. Okay? Let's take a really quick break. I'll be right back. So while my water is heating up, I don't know if I told you guys again, it's snowing. It's snowing again, again, more. It's snowing more. It's never gonna stop. Why? It's just never gonna stop. You should see the cars and the trucks trying to get up the big hill. It's like, oh my God, it's crazy. We have so much snow. And Papa filled the bird feeders this morning, and the birds are happy. But yeah, it's crazy. So, the strikes, they're not even they're walkouts. They're not strikes because they're not sanctioned. They're walkouts. They were all over the news this morning. Um, Auburn State Prison, which is the oldest prison in New York, um, they had over 200 COs, correction officers, that walked out. Guys, it's insane. They're gonna lose their jobs. They want the governor to come visit these prisons, and she's not gonna do it because she's not going to recognize what they're doing because it's illegal. And I don't understand why they don't see this. She'll send state representatives to send in the National Guard and to send in OSI to replace them. They're going to lose their jobs. They're going to lose their pensions. They're going to lose their insurance. I can't imagine. And they're going to get strikes on their jackets, which means their folders, right? Um, their employee records. That's their jackets. Derelict of duty, desertion of post. It's almost as if you're in the military, right? It's just, I just can't imagine doing that. I would never even think of doing that. I'll be right back. That was my water's ready for my tea. I just, I'm upset if you can't tell. Oh, I'll be right back. My tea is really, really hot. I'm wearing my Sicky sweater. This is my Sicky sweater that I'm wearing, and I named it Sicky. You guys are gonna think I'm so morose. Um, 26 years ago, while I was in college, I worked at a nursing home, and I got this off a dead guy. but I love this sweater. It's my Sicky sweater. He wasn't wearing it when he died. He didn't have any family, and so they were gonna throw away and burn his belongings. I was like, I'll take the sweater because it's big. Oh my God, it's so big. I mean, yeah, I'm not a horrible person. I'm really not. Anyway, so right now, over 2 dozen correctional facilities in New York State are experiencing unsanctioned and illegal strikes. This means the officers walked off the job without approval, putting their positions at risk and causing major disruptions. So, why are the guards striking? The officers are protesting unsafe working conditions, understaffing, and the increase in prison violence since the implementation of the HALT Act, Humane Alternatives to Long-Term Solitary Confinement Act. They believe the law has made their jobs more dangerous by limiting their ability to discipline inmates, leading to a rise in attacks on staff. What do the officers want? The reversal or modification to the HALT Act to allow stronger disciplinary measures, increased staffing to reduce burnout and safety risks, better protective measures to ensure the safety of both officers and inmates. In the state's response to all this, because the strike is illegal, the officers involved are facing potential termination. In response to the work stoppage, the National Guard has been deployed to maintain order in the prisons. And meanwhile, the Office of Special Investigations, OSI, has taken over correctional duties at Collins and other facilities. This is big. This is unprecedented. Which is the good thing about something being unprecedented is it sets precedents. That's the only good thing about something being unprecedented, is it does set precedents when it comes to legal action. So remember that. Hi, Flip. How you doing? How's it going? It is. It is. Um, I'm stressed. Um, the situation that I'm talking about is scary for me. My son is incarcerated at one of these prisons, at the first prison that the guards walked out at. And it's scary. I used to be OSI. Um, I was an officer for state investigations. I told you that. And OSI is now in that prison working as security, and the National Guard is there. Um, it's scary. They walked out. They walked out. Over 25 prisons here in New York State. The guards walked out. So all those prisons had to be put on lockdown. Um, at no fault of the inmates or us as families of inmates. So we're not allowed to go see our family. Um, we're not allowed to email them. They shut down the kiosks. My son is able to call sporadically. He just 9:30 he called and then hung up. I hate that. That worries me. It's very, very worrisome. And I'm trying to use my circles of control, right? Trying to use my circles of control. And I'm flaring and I don't feel good. And um, the the facility that Joey's at, it's a medium security prison. It's more like a college, honestly. They they have dorms. They're not in cells, they're in cubes. It's not it's very medium security. Um but they had an uprising there a few weeks ago and inmates took over 3 of the dorms. Joseph's dorm was not involved. And they were put on lockdown for a week. And then the day the lockdown was supposed to be lifted is the day the guards walked out. They walked out because of unsafe working conditions, understaffing, and because of the increase in prison violence. And I understand all that. I used to work at Marcy State Prison. I understand all of that. But what they're doing is illegal. This isn't sanctioned by their union. They just walked out. They're doing this the wrong way. They're going to lose their jobs. They're going to be terminated. They were given till today by the governor to go back to work, or they're going to be terminated. Hence, the National Guard is coming in today. They're getting National Guard is already in where Joey is, and OSI. So if I was still working, I would be back in a prison today working as a guard instead of doing my regular job. And they want the reversal of the HALT Act, which means they want solitary confinement, Brock. No, I don't like. I don't want to get politicky. Oh, she wasn't a voted in governor. Let's put it like that. Okay. Okay. I'll be here. I'll be here. I'll be here. So I want to get back. Let's go back to my circles of control. So I need to concentrate on the things I can control instead of what I can't. So the things I can't control are the strike itself, right? This isn't my circle of concern, the big circle. So the strike itself, the actions of prison staff or state officials, the decision to deploy the National Guard or the OSI, and whether the Hull Act is reversed, which I honestly don't think it will be. They might modify it somewhat, but I don't think it will be reversed. And then the circle of influence, the things I might be able to impact, okay? Staying informed, that I can do. That I can do. And I have been. Reaching out to advocacy groups, that I also have been. So to see what actions are being taken, I am up to date on everything. And connecting with other families. That I really I'm not up on. And I should. I should be. But I haven't been good at that. And I need to. I need to. And then the things I can control, the things that are in my circle of control, is how much news I consume about this and not to spiral into negativity, right? Try to stay optimistic. Um, how I take care of my mental health. my meditations, journaling, connecting with loved ones, checking in on my other kids, making sure, they're staying optimistic about this and not spiraling either, right? And then supporting my son when he calls, being supportive. And then taking action where I can, raising awareness and advocating for solutions, hence bringing it to your attention. And a lot of you are not in New York, but that's okay. There might be stuff happening out of the state that I don't know about. So I just wanted to make you guys aware that there's stuff going on. You know, I was distracted yesterday. I have a lot going on. It's just there's a lot of stuff. I have stuff. I'm a person. I'm not just on camera all the time, right? I got stuff too, and I'm flaring and I don't feel good and I'm trying to be supportive for my son and I'm trying to be optimistic. And it's hard when you don't feel good, and the night before I told you I didn't get any sleep. Last night I got too much sleep. Where's the balance? They're trying to find the balance in everything. It's just, I don't know. It's hard. It's really, really hard. And it's been hard since Joe's been gone, trying to stay optimistic and just getting through time. It's time. Time is hard, because you don't have control over that either. It's day by day, right? Hour by hour, sometimes it feels like. And Joe's biggest thing is he just wants to go to the library. He's a reader. He's like, I just want to go. I can't go to the library. I just need a book. I need to get a book. And it's like, honey, you just concentrate on something else. You can still do your sit ups and your push ups and, you're working out. You can do that in your cube, and that's what they call their rooms. Their rooms are cubes. Um, like I said, they're not in cells. He's in medium security. So, there's a bunch of other stuff that he can do. The books that he does have in his cube, he can reread. He'll be fine. It's stressful. It's very, very stressful. Um, I'm going to take a break, but I will be back. Give me about 10 minutes and I'll be back. In fact, I'll just leave this so you guys can, I don't know, look at the pretty lights. I'll be right back. Okay, it wasn't 10 minutes. It was maybe 5. I need to, oh, check some other stuff. And it's not a planned stream today, and I know it's usually my day and my time, but like I said, I didn't really plan on streaming today. Um, so yeah, I had other things going on. Like I said, it's just oof, so much going on, so much to do. Always something, always. And all I want to do is sleep. But if I sleep too much, that also makes me not feel good. Where's the balance, right? Where's that balance? It's hard. Where's the balance, right? Where's that balance? It's hard. Where's the balance? It makes you wonder. Hmm. Sass! Hello! You just missed Flip, but he'll be back. I've been talking about, we have a bit of a crisis here in New York, and it affects me. Our prisons have, the, the guards walked out. The guards walked out. And I have a son that's incarcerated. He's in a medium security prison. Um, but all the prisons are now on lockdown, and we can't visit, and we can't email, and he's stuck in his dorm. They're not allowed to leave their rooms really, other than to go eat. Um, like they can't go to their classes, their vocationals. Um, he can't go to his job. No, actually, the last few days, they've brought in the National Guard and OSI, which is what I used to be. So I am stressed. I've been really stressed. Joey's been able to call, and we've been updating each other because he has no idea what's going on the outside, you know, and why it's happening. And I do, and I'm limiting myself on what I tell him because one of the major things that the guards want is the reversal of the HALT Act. It's just happening in New York, the New York State prisons. There's 25 prisons right now that it's happening at. And a lot of them happened today and this morning. But Collins and Elmira, which Joey's at Collins, that happened Monday. And it's very unsettling. They just walked out, and it's unsanctioned by the union. So what they're doing is illegal. And a lot of these guards are going to lose their jobs. They're going to get fired over it, which means losing their pensions and their insurance. And I'm sorry, you work at a state prison, you make really good money. And they just renewed their contracts. And, they just got, for the first time, they now have paternal leave. And they got raises, they got tier raises. And it's just like, and I'm firmly against reversing the HALT Act. I don't know if you know what the HALT Act is. It's having to do with solitary confinement. We did away with solitary confinement in New York State because it's deemed inhumane, and I agree with that. It is inhumane. Um, there's other ways. We now have what's called the shoe, um, where there's 6 prisoners and it's a horseshoe. Um, they're in, separate cubes, cells, and a lot of it is protection, for their own protection. Um, but there's no more solitary confinement. And a lot of these guards that walked out, they want solitary confinement back. I don't think they understand the repercussion as far as psychological damage that it does to a person. Um, I mean, if you've ever watched the Stanford, what was it, the Stanford experiment, that is a hell of a documentary. I had to watch it in psych class. Oh my God. I mean, that'll teach you a lot about solitary confinement and what it does to the brain and to your psyche. But yeah, you can Google it if you need to about what's going on here in New York. And like I said, it's very personal for me because I have, yeah, the experiment. It was insane, literally insane. I had to do a thing on it for psych class. One of my psych classes I took, many, probably too many. But yeah, I have a son that's incarcerated that his prison was the first prison that had a walkout. Yeah, it was so intense. It was. We didn't have a choice. We had to do it for psych class. Um, yeah. And it just, I don't know. I am torn about how much information to share with my kid. He's young. He just turned 25, but he's smart. He as soon as he's like, "Mom," he goes, "Your OSI is here." Because that's what I was. I was an OSI officer, before I was medically retired. And Ceci's here, Flip. Ugh, your interviews suck. Holy cow. You have the worst interviews. I know, you two are like peas in a pod, which I love. Ugh. I was telling Ceci about what's going on here in good old New York. Besides the snowstorm, another one. Yeah, here's another one. Um, but yeah, thank you, Sass. I don't feel good. I am stressed and my joints hurt and my hands are so swollen. Yeah, Flip, it's not all about you. I'm just kidding. Ah. Oh, man. I just I wish the guards would have thought this through a little bit more. They literally have on a poster a list of demands that, and one of them was that the governor came to the prison and did a walkthrough. And it's like, she's not going to do that. And especially, I don't know if you guys heard or saw what happened at the prison I used to work at in December. If you look up Marcy State Correctional in Robert Brooks, a prisoner was murdered by 17 guards. 17. They're all getting murder charges. Even if they weren't directly the one beating the guard. That was at the prison I used to work at, Flip, as an OSI officer. And my son was at that prison before he was transferred to Collins. Yeah, 17 guards. I want to say 11 of them were on hand beating him, and the rest were for not saying anything and walking away. From sergeants on down, nursing staff, because it happened in the infirmary. And now these guards want more. And it's like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You have a bad rap right now. And now you're making demands. And I feel like I'm stuck in the middle because I used to work in a state prison. I was an OSI officer. I know what's going on. I I left the prison system because I was told that we were better than the inmates. And that just hit me wrong. That hit me so wrong. Because I know, and the same with my son, they're there because they made a mistake. Not all of them, but a lot of them are there because they made a mistake. So that just hit me so wrong. And the same boss that I had, I also worked at a methadone clinic that was run by the state as an OSI officer, also told me that we were better than the people that were in the waiting room at the methadone clinic. And oh man, unbeknownst to him, my cousin was in that waiting room. I should have gotten a medal for restraint. Mm, oh, this guy should not have been a supervisor. He was in the wrong line of work. Exactly. Exactly, Sess. Exactly. I think it's mandatory. It should be mandatory for anybody that works in the prison system to take full psych classes and ethics. That's my opinion. Coming from somebody that took 4 years of psych classes and ethics. Just saying. I'm looking for, so I'm going through, oh, I wrote that. I'm going through my Substacks. Um, some that I wrote and some that other people that I'm subscribed to have written about stress. Because, yeah, I'm stressed, right? Really? Ugh, fat fingering. Fat fingering. Oh, I forgot the D, huh? Mindfulness? You never know. I have to get back into those. Yeah, those are from, hmm, back from Stream Elements too. info. I can't see. I wish I could see. Info doc and change it on the fly. Never forget the D. That's. You guys are so bad. So bad. Oh, yeah, look at that. I did too. Sorry. Mindfulness. There we go. I fixed it. Thank you. Mindfulness. There. I need all of those little thank you for the giggle. I haven't had the D in a while. Oh, don't get me started on the D. But I need all of these tech hints because you know I know nothing. So this wayward curl thing I got going on. Erica, good morning. How are you? Look at the whole crew showing up. Yay! Oh, so Flip, did you Google what's going on here? Because usually you're on top of stuff. Oh, I can't snap. Ow. I'll whine. You don't want to hear me whine. It's not attractive. My eyes are messing up so bad. Look, I'm not even wearing a lot of makeup. That's how you know I really don't feel good. Got my sicky sweater on, the hair, and hardly any makeup. It's a good thing a lot of you just listen and don't watch. It's all right. Go back to my journalism days. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, jump on the treadmill. I there's a spot. This is funny because Sass, you don't have makeup on either? Wow. Because it's one of those days, right? Ugh, that's fine. You're beautiful with or without anyway. I look like the Crypt Keeper if I don't have makeup on. Oh yeah, it's Wednesday. You have walking club. There's a spot in the foyer where shut up, Flip. I can get my wheels just right and I just spin my wheels. And so I get my arms going then my wheels just spin. I don't know. It's like, yeah, here I go. Get my steps. It's so funny. It's funny to me. I'm sorry. It might not be funny to you guys. It's funny to me. Story. What's us? Look, do you see that? They misbehave. Oh, yeah, look at these things. They just, phew. It's my hair. Better? Mm, there. Thank you. Thank you. They're a pain in my ass. Thank you. But I think this is how everybody is. If they have really curly hair, they bitch about it. And then if they have really straight hair, they bitch about it. You know, I have a picture because I used to be tow-headed. My hair was white when I was a kid. And I have a picture of me and my sister and my mom. I had white hair. My sister's got wicked red hair. Cocoa and thin. Oh, cocoa and are your Thin Mints frozen? I put mine in the freezer. Just, I'm weird. I'm just asking for a friend. I'm the friend. Do you put yours in the freezer? Yeah. Somebody told me that they're getting rid of the Samoas. Do the Girl Scouts need like their ass kicked or what? What do you mean they're getting rid of Samoas? I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. I know. So good. So good. I don't have any. I have to lose weight. Like I have to like doctor said so. I have to lose weight. Cuz I have to have surgery on my leg. And to see if I can walk again afterwards, it'd be better for my whole body if I lost weight. Mm. And I hate that he's right. I know. I need to lose weight. So apparently eating cake at 2 o'clock in the morning is off the schedule. We can't do that anymore. Even though it's lemon raspberry and it's really freaking good. Lemon raspberry cake. I I wish. It was so good. Well, I slept all day yesterday. After I got done with my stream, remember Erica, I told you I was going to go take a nap? Oh, I did. I slept till 6:30. Then I got up, I had half a cheeseburger. I only ate half of it. And I had some onion rings. I had 6 onion rings and half a cheeseburger. And then I went right back to bed. Oh my God. Yes, Flip, we know you love chicken parm. And then you take a picture of the chicken parm. And then we all get to see it. And yeah, I was exhausted. I went to bed by 8 last night. And then I was up at 2 o'clock in the morning wanting cake. So I had a piece of cake. Lemon raspberry freaking cake. And then I was right back to sleep and slept until 7:30. Well, the picture is still in my head, Flip, but I can see it clearly. And it looked amazing. I can see the wrapper. It was delightful. It was delightful. It was so freaking good. Oh, so it was like lemon cake with um white frosting with lemon zest and then fresh raspberries with raspberry drizzle. Ha ha ha. So freaking good. hmm Just so you can, get the whole picture. It was yummy. And it was buttercream. It was so good though. I mean, it wasn't a big piece, it was you can't overindulge in it because then, ugh. But even the texture was just like, oh man. Yep, it's all gone. It's gone. No more in the house. No more. No more. And I gave my mother strict instructions this morning. I need to lose 30 to 40 pounds. At least. But then you know what's going to happen? They're going to put me on steroids. So what's going to happen? I'm either not going to lose any weight because of the steroids, or any weight that I lose, I'm going to put right back on. God, steroids suck. Why do they make you gain weight? There's got to be a counterbalance there. Oh, there has to be a counterbalance to steroids. Something else has to work other than steroids. I know. I know. And I weighed myself this morning and nothing. I haven't gained or lost. So status quo, I guess, is better than gaining. Moderation, moderation, moderation. Because I gained so much weight when I was in the hospital and in rehab because I was immobile. I wasn't moving. And believe it or not, the food was good because they ordered out all the time. Yeah. And we eat a lot of sandwiches here. Mom doesn't like to cook anymore. The whole steroid rigmarole is not fun. Even if you're on a taper, even if you're on a straight, you know, ugh. I was on 40 for a whole year. My thing, I think, sus, is because I can't walk. So I'm not getting the exercise. And even like, I need to do more chair exercising. And I know it, but I'll say it. I am lazy. I have been so lazy. No ambition at all. It's like I miss I miss Brett, my PT guy, who always pushed me. And they won't continue my PT because you did too well. Ugh. You had steroid withdrawal? I don't know if I had withdrawal. I had withdrawal once from antibiotics. I don't know if that was considered withdrawal. I had a reaction. I don't know. What was I'm curious, withdrawal from steroids. Wow. I hate steroids so much. Oh, hate. We do not have a good relationship at all. And then, so I'm on 19 medications. And with all the side effects combined, more than half of them are weight gain and fatigue. So I'm battling it constantly along with the disease that also has weight gain and fatigue. And it's a constant struggle. So losing weight and staying active is a battle. It's a freaking war, it feels like. That's winning. It's winning. I'm on the losing end here. And I'm not motivated. And I need to get motivated that the only way I might have a chance at walking is if I get this weight off of my joints. I need to get this weight off of my joints. Oh, I wish I felt better. Oh, Erica, I would have to look it up. My head is full with everything going on with my kid. um, I would have to look it up. I honestly don't remember. I know that's horrible and I should remember, but I don't. Oh, sorry. I know what you're talking about too. I can see it. Um, it's not being lazy, you just need rest. It's not being lazy, you just need rest. Yeah, yeah, you just need rest. Oh boy. That is so true. Oh my God. So I was looking stuff up. Oh, um, I kind of have a little back channel into what's going on here with the prisons. So the governor, the National Guard has now been deployed to all the prisons that have walked out, and state police. are now providing perimeter security. Oh. And it's considered the situation is escalating. Yep. Man. Apparently, it's all boiled down to one sergeant from Erie County, where he initiated a lockdown. That's what Joseph was talking about. Okay. He initiated the lockdown at Collins without proper authority. That's what Joe was talking about. Man. It's in the Times, it's in the Post. I'm getting a list. AP News, ABC, CBS, NBC. So now it's, oh, look at, oh. So the strikes, which began at Collins and Elmira correctional facilities, have now spread to over 24 state prisons, including Attica, Auburn, which is right next to me, Five Points, upstate Clinton, Wendy, and Eastern New York correctional facilities. Clinton, if you guys ever heard of Dannemora, it was on Netflix. That's where The Big Escape was. Attica, I think everybody's heard of Attica. Auburn is the oldest prison in New York State. I live right next to Auburn. Five Points, that's in New York City. Upstate is one of the worst prisons in New York State for violence. They just had a stabbing there that a guard witnessed and did nothing about. This inmate was stabbed over 40 times by another inmate. So visitations have been suspended at these facilities, and officers reporting to work are being required to stay due to the escalating situation. The National Guard deployment is intended to maintain order within these facilities and support the remaining staff during this period of unrest. The exact number of National Guard members deployed and the specific facilities they are assigned to have not been publicly disclosed. The situation is evolving, and further updates are expected as negotiations between the state and union representatives continue. This is not sanctioned by the union, and this walkout is illegal. Oh, yeah, it is. It is frightening, especially when you have a kid that's in the prison system. The Post is really says Hochul's inaction risks havoc as Wildcat prison strike spreads. And this is about Collins, where Joseph is. Correction officers at a pair of upstate prisons refused to enter for their scheduled shifts Monday morning following a violent uprising by inmates at one of the facilities a week earlier. The facility is Collins, where Joey is. By Tuesday, COs at up to 20 other state prisons had also walked off the job. Strikes have never been allowed in New York's public sector. They are prohibited. This is where the Taylor Law comes in that I was talking about. They are prohibited by the 1967 Public Employees Fair Employment Act, commonly known as the Taylor Law. Hochul waited more than 24 hours before speaking out about the strike. She said she will deploy the National Guard if COs aren't back on the job by Wednesday and will take appropriate disciplinary action as necessary. But serious damage to deterrent value of the strike has already been done. They're going to lose their jobs. And now bringing in OSI, state police, and the National Guard. And it wasn't a violent uprising by inmates. One guard got hurt because he got pushed. They always make it sound so much worse than it was. But yeah, that's hence my stress. But I got it, hence circles of control, stress. Exactly. And it is a personal choice they're making, but it's affecting how many people, Sess. It's affecting how many people. And what about, so one of the guards that didn't walk off, that Joey's close to, they talk a lot. He didn't walk off. He's so pissed. He can't afford to walk off, right? His name's Donnie. He was there Monday. So what happened was it went over the radio at 9:00. The walk-off starts now. Joseph heard it on the radio. The walk-off starts now. And Donnie didn't even know what was going on. He had no idea what was going on. Apparently, he threw his radio because he was so pissed. Because he was covering for somebody else. So he had worked his overnight shift, was covering for somebody else on day shift, and didn't even know if he was going to be relieved for the next shift. He wasn't. He was there for 24 hours before he could go home. So it's unfair. I know my controls. I know my circles. I know, Sussy. But it's hard. Because you think of the stress it puts on the inmates and the guards. Like I said, I know both sides of it. So it's just hard. But I just wanted you guys to be informed that I have a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Oh, and I'm in the middle of another snowstorm. Ah, I know, and I can't control the weather either, right? Can't control the weather either. Oh, that's so crazy. It's insane. I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know what they're thinking. You got attention all right, but you're getting negative attention. That's the thing. It's like, this isn't working in your favor. This is not going to work in your favor. man. And I would still, I'm not obsessing over it. I'm concerned. And again, concerned, right? Because I have a son that's at the prison where it all started. I worked in the prison system. I'm concerned about the HALT Act, which I hope they don't touch. I have a lot of concerns. And if this is all because of one sergeant's decision, then people are really uninformed and they're making these uninformed decisions but and walked out of their job. And it's not just a job, it's a duty. It's a duty. You work for the state in corrections. It's a duty. Thank you, Sass. I'll catch you later. I'll take a nap. I'll be fine. He'll call. He'll call me after lunch or before lunch. He usually does. Like I said, I got nervous because he called at 9:30 and hung up just as I had answered it. And I was waiting for him to come on and it said the caller has hung up. And I was like, why? Why? But that's out of my control. Right? I will. I'll message you on Discord. I'll Discord you. Ay, ay, ay. I bet you some of those guards are like, oh shit, what did I do? Why did I listen to him or her or them? And some of those inmates don't respond well to uniforms, especially military uniforms. Man, I don't know. Can't think about what could happen, right? Circles, 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 circles. I know. I know. So, Erica, that room, what are we thinking? Workout room? Office? Just so you know, at my house, I have a 5-bedroom farmhouse, right? And before I was wheelchair bound, I turned well, actually, it was 2 of the bedrooms are like combined. I turned those into a gym. So one of the rooms has weight benches and weights. And then the other half of that room, I have a heavy bag and a fast bag. And I have, oh, that works too. I'm just letting you know what I did. Nothing works. I just had so much stuff. Because I was in office, I had to stay in shape and I had to be able to kick ass. So that's what I did. Yeah, I had a heavy bag because I took kickboxing and I know I did. We had so I am very lucky in the town that I'm from. Gene Mills is also from that town, who is an Olympic wrestler, and he opened a gym. And in that gym, he teaches MMA. So I went to that gym for a long time. My kids went to that gym and we all learned how to fight. I taught my girls how to throat punch when they were in middle school. So my kids know how to defend themselves. Hence, one of my kids is in state prison. Yeah, that's why he's there. He was defending himself. Yep. Assault. He's there for assault. There, that's out of the way. Anyway, um, the treadmill and the total. Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah. I have a heavy bag and then I have a fast bag. And then I have this one, I hung it in the closet. It's a square bag and it hooks up to a computer and it measures your PSI when you hit it. And it's so cool. I love that thing. And Tom uses it too, especially when he comes home from work. Do I want to ask what that bag is? Tom calls me a windbag sometimes. The old windbag. Hey, Tom. How are you? Oh, God. Horrible. Flip's bad. Alrighty. That's too funny. Tom, you won't believe it. You ready for some shocking news? Oh, it's an ad right now. You probably can't hear me. It's snowing. I know. Oh, gosh, it is snowing. Geese. Rooster. It's crazy here. Crazy. 1 second. Yeah. Goose is chasing the rooster. The goose is chasing the rooster. I I don't get it. Is it a dominance thing? I don't understand why the goose feels the need to chase the rooster. You're a plant dad, Flip. You're a plant dad. Somebody tell me why the goose is chasing the rooster, please. Why? Why does this happen? Oh my God. The entertainment here. That's what I'm about. Like, is it a dominance thing? Is it? Like, and to serious, that's got its wings out and it's like rah, 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 chasing the rooster, who also has its wings out and is rah, rah, rah. It's a little crazy. Yeah. Oh my God. It's loud. It's loud. and hilarious though. It's like, they compete all the time. The rooster crows, the goose honks. The goose honks, the rooster crows. The sun's shining. Oh, Lord. So Flip, I right? Well, the chickens, he's got a lot of layers, a lot of egg layers over there. And goose eggs are wonderful as well. Make really good omelets. And he's got a turkey over there that's molting. The turkey is molting and it looks like a freaking alien right now. It's gross. She's female. You're such a jackass. Oh, I'm like, what are you talking about? She's female. You're just, you're nasty. You men, I tell you. That's too funny. It's hilarious. That's something Tom would say. Oh, God. Just take him out and shake him. They're in a freezer bag. Those Ziploc freezer bags, man. Nah, it's funny. It's not nasty, really. It's funny. Stop it. Oh, God. No, I'm not talking about you, Tom. My stepfather was acting up this morning, too. That's what I mean by you, man. My mom's like, I guess I'm going to have to put him in his place today. I was dying. I'm like, I'll be in my room. Oh, my God. I'm just here visiting, for Christ's sake. It was funny. She's like, I guess I'm gonna have to put him in his place today. I was like, oh, okay. Oh boy. Guess he's getting a little unruly. So, not you, Tom. I'm sorry. A select few of you. That was funny. Oh, that was funny. Thank you for taking my mind off of things. Oh, that was my one thing. At least the federal government is not getting involved in this. Because Trump would say, let the state handle it anyway. Right? Right? Tell me I'm right. Man. I'm surprised. Tub, have you heard about 5 Points? The prison? It's kind of down by you. The guards walked off the job. Yeah, the guards walked off the job. Yeah, 25 prisons in New York State, the guards have walked off the job. I did. I was an OSI officer for New York State. So I was in a lot of things. I was in investigations. But when anything having to do with the state, if they're low on employees, OSI comes in and fills in. We're trained in everything. And I was a cop for a while. So I worked at Marcy State Prison, which is a psych prison as well. But yeah, 25 prisons now. Um, Guards have walked off the job. Hundreds of guards at each prison have walked off the job. It's crazy. It's crazy. And it's not a sanctioned strike. They're doing it illegally. And they've brought in the National Guard and OSI. So, yeah. And 5 Points is not a prison that you would want the guards to walk out of. That's insane. That's insane. And it's just insane. No, they said fuck it and walked out. That's not a sanctioned strike. They're gathered outside the prisons and they have a list of demands, but it's not a sanctioned strike by the union. What they're doing is illegal. They're going to lose their jobs. If they don't go back today, they will be terminated by the governor. The governor is pissed. She is pissed. Hence, she sent in the National Guard and the state police and OSI, which is the Office of Special Investigations, which is what I did. I'm checking to see if there's anything new because it's getting close to noontime. Oh, they have more demands now. Why? Is this something you do because you want to flip? Why do you have to do this? Are you in school? Or is this for work? That's what okay. Yeah. I'm like, wait a minute, because that sounds really familiar. We used to have to do this for work, and I hated it. Oh, I hated it. Yeah. For merit raise. Oh, yeah. Oh, yep. Yep. Just say, I'm swell. I have people that say so. Oh, yeah. I'm an excellent essay writer. Oh, but yeah, that part is so hard. We used to have to do quarterlies, but then the end of the year one was just, and it was always at the end of the fiscal year. It wasn't like you could tell this is all about money. It's all about money. And if you're deserving, why do you deserve this? Or why does somebody else deserve it too? Because I used to have to do it being a supervisor, you would have to do it for your people too. And why or why not this person deserved a raise? Oh, it was hard. It was hard. And you had to keep it contained to work. You couldn't go into their personal life or your personal life. You had to keep it contained to work. Not this person deserves a raise because their wife just had twins. No, it's contained to work. It's not easy. And especially doing a reflection about yourself. Because sometimes we only see the worst in ourselves, not the best. Depending on the type of person you are, right? Ugh. And I call it waxing poetic bullshit. So, yeah. Urgh. Ugh. When is this due by? Tell me you waited to the last minute to do it. Tell me without telling me. I knew it. I knew it. Oh, God. Oh, Philip, what were you thinking? Ugh, you're so grounded. So grounded. To be fair. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. And yeah, your your interviews suck. They're really sucking bad. For what you've said about the resume so far, it's like if you need somebody to go over the resumes, I can help you out there. I'm good at that. I've had to do that for years. Oh, and it wasn't even part of my job. My boss would just pass them off to me like, here, here. What do you think of this one? Oh my God, they can't even spell. No. But then, I had my own spelling issue earlier, didn't I? Mm. Spell check, though. Spell check. Spell check your resume. At least spell check your resume, right? Is it? Oh, see? Some people were in the wrong place at the wrong time, Tom. That's why I did this show today. I have a son that's in prison in the New York State prison system. And he's got to come out of it as a convicted felon because he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Oh my God, you're kidding me, Flip. How professional. Oh my God. Ah. Ah. That's crazy. Be professional. Man, that's crazy. Why do people do that? That's all that matters. Did you try to kill your boss? That's funny. Oh. You meet all kinds. You meet all kinds. My son, my I have 5 kids. You gotta remember I have 5 kids. One of my kids is in HR. Oh my god. He tells me the funniest shit. Especially why he has to fire people. Oh my god. It's like, Mom, people are crazy. People are fucking crazy. Seriously, you should. You should. Shit, you should do it just off some of the resumes. Jeez, Flip. Because people think it's relaxed. It's a relaxed atmosphere and they don't have to be businesslike. It's not true. It's not true. Even if it's an over the phone interview, which I have done with people so many times, I'm still professional. Oh my God. Oh, it's crazy. People are ridiculous. Like, even if I'm in a virtual meeting with somebody, I still put my dog away. Like, I'm sorry, Duke, but you have to go to your room because my dog has his own room, but you have to go to your room because I can't have you freaking out if somebody walks by the house while I'm in a meeting. So you have to go to your room. You can freak out upstairs. Because it's work from home. No, that's not why. Oh my God. I love panel interviews. Panel interviews are fun. You want to see somebody squirm? Panel interviews are a riot. Sorry. Those are fun though. Man, you want to see somebody squirm. Put them in front of a panel board and do an interview. It's crazy. And I'm not a mean person. It's just you're here for a reason. Either you want the job that you applied for, or you don't. You're here to do a job. Man. And that's the other thing. If you don't like your job, quit. There's the door. Leave. Ugh. People drive me crazy. I try to be fair and I try to like people, but some people just make it hard. Why? It's like they push the boundary right to that. Mm. She forgot how to use PowerPoint. I can see that. Oh, hitting the wrong button. Oh shit, it's Sheets, not PowerPoint. Whoops. Oh no. It's intimidating. Panels are intimidating. It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be pressure. Yep. I went in front of a panel for an interview once and they docked me because the outfit that I was wearing, it was business, but it was it was a vest sweater with a button up white collar shirt and the shirt didn't tuck in. And they said I didn't look professional enough. I'm like, because my shirt doesn't tuck in. It's the way it's made to not tuck in. So I got, because it was a points interview. All right. Well, I gotta head out anyway. I gotta take my meds and I gotta eat something to take my meds. So, and then I'm probably gonna lay down because I'm tired. Yeah, and your chicken parm. We know. We know. We know. Put a picture of it on Discord, please. I want to see what it looks like. I really do. I want to see what it looks like. I'm gonna have the other half of my cheeseburger. It's medium rare. It's so pink in the middle. Oh, I'm so happy. It's so good. It's from the restaurant down the around way down about 8 miles that way. I'm so happy. So, but all right, you guys, I'm gonna head out too. I'm hungry now. had to mention is chicken parm, and now I want my cheeseburger. It's only half a cheeseburger because, you know, I have to lose weight. My shirt didn't tuck in. It was the way it was made. The outfit was supposed to be that way, whatever. But I mean, I got the job. I just got docked points. It was a point interview. Whatever. It was fine. It was fine. Well, I'm gonna head out, guys. Um, I don't know if I'll be back on tomorrow. We'll have to see. Friday though, I'll be back. So you can always get me on my Discord if you want to chat, or you can email me. Um, let's see. It's been a while since I put it up here, I think. There. You can always email me. All right, and we can chat. I always check my emails, always, because I get 50 a day. So, all right, I will see you guys later. Have a great day. Bye.